Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie. Thanks for stopping by. My video today is my TBR for the readathon Fortnite Frights, which is hosted by the Artisan Geek, also known as Seiji. It's the last 2 weeks in October and it's going to be a lot of fun. It started yesterday. There is a bingo board. There are some interactive activities such as movies on the weekends and book discussions. And I'm really looking forward to the content I'm going to get to read over the next couple weeks. And I hope you guys are excited to hear about and after seeing other people's Instagram posts, what other people are reading too. So the first book I want to talk about is actually a book that meets one of my bingo requirements, and it is a book by a Black author. And it is one of those books that everybody is reading for a good reason. I've heard great things about it, and it is The Year of Witching by Alexis Henderson. First of all, this cover is gorgeous. Like, I love the black, white, and gold. I love the blood splatter. It's just, and it feels so velvety. I love like a good textured book cover. You know what I mean? So this is basically about a girl named Emmanuelle, and she is essentially a pariah in her Puritan town. It's very Salem witch trials vibes, which I'm really into. And basically, she is a pariah because of some things that her mother did or was associated with, and those things have kind of been passed on down to Emmanuelle. She is trying her best to stay pure and steer clear of sin, but realizes that the forest is calling to her, or she's wanting to go into the forest, something along those lines. I don't really like to know too much before I go into horror thrillers because it kind of ruins it a little bit, in my opinion. So I'm super excited to read this. Who doesn't love a good witch story? So that's my first book that I'm reading. The second one meets my requirements for a poem, and that is Edgar Allan Poe, of course. I have read A Telltale Heart and The Raven by him, just like the standard stuff you kind of read in high school. This is the complete poetical works of Edgar Allan Poe, so I'm going to just pick a poem and read it. I don't have one in mind. I'm just going to pick one and read it, essentially. This also has a black, white, and gold cover. I don't know what's going on with black, white, and gold in this past month, but it's been a great color combination. So the last book that I plan on reading, and I'm sure I'll read more than these 3 books, but these are the ones I definitely am going to get to in the next 2 weeks. And the last one meets the requirements for both a horror comic as well as an undead character. This is also another author a lot of people are reading, and it is Junji Ito's Tomie. Now, I've read Uzumaki and I've read Gyo. Junji Ito is an amazing artist. He's a fantastic storyteller, but the man is disturbed or something. Like, his stories are very unique. They're pretty gross. Most of them are pretty nasty, and just unsettling in general, which I love. I mean, I'm a fan of horror though, so if you don't have a high gross tolerance, I don't know that I would recommend him. But if you're a big fan of horror, like you just hang out on a Tuesday night and watch a horror movie, you might like this. His content is super interesting. I haven't read anything quite like it. I hadn't even heard about Junji Ito until the last couple months. So I'm super glad that I did get a chance to hear about him. His art's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful. So, and also these covers are just, they're everything. They're everything. So this is what I'm going to read for those 2 prompts. You can probably hear my kids screaming in the background. I'm sorry. I can't make them stop. That is just one of the many joys of parenthood. So I apologize in advance. I do have some other books here that I'm just kind of like hoping I get to. I'm sure I'll get to at least one more of these. And this is another book everyone's been talking about. It came out recently, and it is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This would actually be my very first V.E. Schwab book. I've never read anything written from this author, and I've heard some interesting things about this. Now, what I heard about this book and what other people had heard about this book apparently were two different things, because people were upset because they thought something was going to happen in the book that wasn't happening in the book. I'm going to be pretty vague about it, I'm sorry, but it just made me more interested in it. So, and once again, it's like this like gold and black and like white on the back. I mean, it's beautiful too. Yeah, I'm super excited. If I can get to this month, I'm really looking forward to this, like most readers are. Another book I'm really looking forward to reading, and I've actually had this a while. I literally bought this because of the cover, because I just thought it was just amazing. And it's My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. Like, look at this. It's like an 80s like VHS, like it says "Be kind, please rewind." Like, it's just super cool. And like the description on the back is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I love it. I love it. It's corny and it's great. Like, I can't wait. And the last thing that I kind of grabbed, if, like I said, if I can get to any of these, my main priority are the 3 books I talked about at the beginning. Is actually, and this is just like a seasonal thing, I'm a big Labyrinth fan, like Jim Henson's Labyrinth, and they have the novelization of The Labyrinth, and I've seen the movie a million times. I mean, you know, David Bowie, it's iconic, and I found that they had a novelization version. They actually have comics that are supposed to be a prequel to the movie, which I thought was crazy. I actually bought the first one. But the reason I'm super excited for this book is because they have like original art, guys. Like Jim Henson's art, like his inspiration art for the movie. And it's just so cool. Like, Jim Henson's mind was just a wild ride, my friends. Like, where was he going in his spare time, right? Like, I don't know, just craziness. And it's cool because like look, this one's like in pencil, and then you've got other ones that look like he just kind of just spilled his coffee right there. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this. I mean, who doesn't love Jim Henson, right? Anyways, thanks for stopping by. If you saw my first video and you still stopped by for the second video, then you are a freaking VIP, because that first video was a hot mess and I'm aware of it. This is something I've always wanted to do for a while. I've wanted to do BookTube, oh god, for like years now. I love reading, and being a mom specifically, I don't get to talk about books with a lot of people, and it makes me sad. So this is me. I'm just a girl standing in front of you guys trying to share my love of books. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your night. Bye!